I got myself a little sun from the sky. Picked up my guitar and I just let it fly. And I know it ain't cool, but I can't help but smile when I sing like a fool. I'm singing something like this. Da 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 da, dee 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 dee, sha la 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 la, sha la la la. I'm back in BC. It's 1 month until we set sail to Hawaii, and beyond, and there's still a lot to do. We had just hauled out the boat. We didn't get some bottom paint on, and the rudders are getting stuck, not being able to lift and come down like they should, so we need to work on that as well. Lots to do. So it's about 2 days later. My job today is, I'm about halfway through. Over the last couple of days I've been putting on the anti-fouling, and I also, today I'm going to be measuring out our chain, making sure all our markings are accurate and well marked. Today we've figured out that our rudders, well, we were trying to get them out a few days ago. We were able to get them out. The cassettes that the shaft of the rudder goes into were a little thick. Getting those thinned out is a fairly easy task, but we also found on the shaft of the rudder some corrosion, which is a far more concerning thing because it's got very thin in one spot. So we might have to replace the whole shaft of the rudder. Hopefully we can do it without needing to get a whole new rudder. As we completed all of our tasks that needed to be done on the land, we kept finding more and more tasks which kept us out of the water for much longer than we would have liked. Eventually we decided that we had to get our boat back in the water so we didn't have to pay the dockage fees for much longer, though we did not have any rudders. Our rudders were still under construction, being fixed, repaired, all of work going into that, but we had to get back in the water. So we decided to take on the task of putting the boat in the water and bringing it back to our dock without any rudders at all. The good thing is that our boat does have 2 motors, so that helps maneuver the boat, though we weren't sure how that would actually work with no rudders in the water. As we prepared for the boat to go in the water, we had gathered many different friends that had little boats, little dinghies and little get-around boats, and they were going to help us try to keep the boat steady if there was an issue, which actually turned out to be not necessary and maybe a little bit detrimental. Despite the rudders not being finished, it was great to see the boat getting back in the water. We had been going through a long list of things, and we had completed so much work on the boat in the last couple weeks that it was so nice to see it get back into the water. Unfortunately, they could only put our boat in backwards, so we had to turn it around manually in the thing without rudders, which was actually done with ease. We had a dinghy at the back that helped to move us in the right direction from the back if we needed to, and we also had a boat kind of towing at the front, but only there kind of if necessary. If the boat was going in the wrong direction, it could pull. We also had another dinghy present, but the engine was a little temperamental, so it had to be rowed, which worked at the beginning to keep us out of some of those boathouses, but then later on it turned out to not be so helpful as it started to drop back, and he was rowing as fast as he could to try to keep up with the boat, but it was not happening.
It's whatever he's comfortable with, I guess.
Okay. Are you comfortable with the speed?
It starts out going very smoothly. The dinghy at the back is pushing, the dinghy at the front is holding its own, and the rowing dinghy is still in play. However, as we get to this corner, things seem like they're going fine, and they then go not so fine. As we get here, our boat at the front that I'm on there starts to drift to the side, and just as we get across there, we jackknife, and we cause a little ding in the side of the boat. However, the boat overall was fine, and we got to our little dock safely. On the land side of things, we had a massive task ahead of us. Our house, which had been accumulating things for the last 25 years, we had to pack up into a container. With that and everything on the boat side, lots of work to do, short time.